Welcome to the podcast, The Positive Side, live from World Headquarters, Asheville, North Carolina. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying your day. It's beautiful outside. Your daily weather update in North Carolina is sunny with a high near 82. Get out and enjoy the weather, my friends. But besides all that, hey, I want to reach out real quick. My man, Ozzy Air from the United Kingdom. And that's right, this podcast goes all over the world. It's not just the United States, where obviously it's taken fire, but we're traveling all around the world. And what's really neat with iTunes, if you go to iTunes, and this is a tip from Ozzy because I had no idea, when you go to iTunes, you can actually change your country of origin. And when I did that, pulled up the UK, and I got this awesome review by Ozzy. It says, great shake-up message from Jeremy, particularly if you're in business on your own, when it can be easy to let those negative thoughts take over. Check it out and check your regular dose of positivity with Jeremy. Ozzy, man, that's awesome. Thank you so much for putting that 5-star review out there. And again, if you're going to put a 5-star review, I'm going to read it on the air as well, so everyone's going to hear you, and it means more than you know. Do that on Facebook and on iTunes. It's awesome. But check out Ozzy's podcast. It's awesome. It's called When's My Time, and he's helping me with my business with the video production. He's just a genius when it comes to that. So if you have any questions about that, that's the guy you turn to. Ozzy Air. It's EYRE. It's out of Great Britain, and it's When's My Time. So check it out. Yesterday in the podcast, we talked a little bit about, I went to the gym yesterday, and I mentioned that a little bit. I did some squats and all that stuff, and I tell you what, this morning I must have hit it pretty hard because I was absolutely hurting for certain. Legs, butt, it all hurt. And then I started thinking about, well, you know what? As you go through life, growing in your business and growing as a person, there's going to be times where it hurts and it's sore. And it was a perfect correlation because as I'm driving, I'm thinking, man, I'm still going through this. What am I going to do? How am I going to get this? What else can I do for the business? What else can I do for the podcast? Man, you're going to go through ups and downs. You're going to go through times, and again, the haters come out of the woodwork. We've talked about those in the past where, just your family and your friends, they all hate on you. What's this guy doing? I can't believe it. It's crazy. It makes no sense. And, the list goes on and on and on and on. But then you also have those people out there that are keep pushing you. And those are obviously the people that you want to look towards. But the big thing with me is that as I was in pain today, thinking how hard I worked yesterday, and now I'm super, super sore. It's a great correlation for business and growing your life and growing your business. When you are down and out, you are getting beat up, and you are hurt. But the thing is, you have to go through the pain to get the better. Okay, so correlation back to the working out. As you work out, if you haven't worked out for a long, long time, you go to the gym, and what happens the next day? You're extremely, extremely sore. Every muscle hurts, your back hurts, legs hurt, arms hurt, everything hurts. You walk around like you're 85 years old. But then what happens is you go to the gym, the next day. For me, I went again today, got back on it. It's a little bit easier. And for people that haven't worked out, what happens is you go back 2-3 days later, you start working out again. You're not as sore. And then you start feeling good. And then you start seeing what people call as gains. You start seeing some definition in your muscles. You start losing a little bit of weight. Your cardio goes up. And those are the things. And it was perfect for thinking about that with your business. As you first start a business out, you go through this time where you struggle. Nothing seems to work. I can't do this. I can't do that. And I go back to me when I first started the podcast, how bad I struggled with it just doing a simple thing like getting it on iTunes. I struggled, banged my head against the wall, reshot. I was so frustrated. I can't tell you. It took me weeks. I kept saying, yeah, I'm going to get on there. Yeah, I'm going to get on there. And I would try. I couldn't do it. But eventually got on there. It was kind of rough the first episodes. Got a little bit better. Now we're getting a little bit better. Now I got the new intro music. So things get better as you go along, but you can't stop. What happens is a lot of times when you go to the gym and people get sore, 2-3 times you go to the gym, like, man, I can't do this. I'm cutting this out. I'm too sore. And then you stop, and then you go back to the old ways, and nothing in your life changes. If you continue to go, and again, we'll use the gym as a reference. If you continue to go to the gym, you start getting more muscle. You start getting bigger, faster, stronger, and it gets easier to recover, and your body gets stronger. You start looking better. You get more confidence. You feel better. It's the same exact way with your business. If you would go to your business, and if I would have done my podcast and tried 2 or 3 times, I would have never done it ever again and just dropped off and continued to do the same thing that I do every single day. But that's not the way we're going to roll. That's not why you listen to these podcasts, because we want to continue to get better. So think about that with whatever you're doing. If you're in a career position that you love, Try and get better. Work on it. Get better. Step out your comfort zone. Do something that's not going to make you feel comfortable. And it's going to be hard. You're going to fail. It's going to look ugly. You're not going to look good in front of your peers. Whatever the case is. But continue to work on it, because then eventually what happens is you get better and better and better and better. But again, what happens is we get a little side setback. We don't go back to it, and we never get better and better and better. And we go through the same things through life. That's why I love those pictures too. When it goes to people that get one day that light switches in their head and they're 300 pounds, and then they start working for a year straight, and you see their body changing. That it changes shapes. They lose weight. They get more muscle tone, and the before and after. We've all seen those pictures. But it's the same way with your business. Your business, when you first start out, is out of shape. It's ugly. It's not working out. It's sore. It's beat up. Things aren't going the way they should be going. But as you continue to work on your business, continue to master your craft, continue to step out of your comfort zone, you tone that business up, you tone your skills up, you tone everything up. And that's where I see this podcast going and this business going. 2-3 years down the line, who knows where it's going to be? Because I'm going to continue to do this the same way I started CrossFit. I started CrossFit 2 years ago, or 2.5 years ago. Continued to go through it, and I didn't quit. Too often we quit, but we're not quitting. That's why we're listening to these podcasts. That's why you're going to continue to listen to these podcasts, because we're going to get better. So whatever it is, think about that in your mind. Put that picture in your mind of someone losing that dramatic and that huge weight loss in a year as they continue to eat better and look better and feel better and running and all the stuff they do. And then correlate to your goal or your business. Understand that you are going to struggle and you are going to be sore. You are going to hurt. Things are going to be goofy. You're going to fall. You're going to crack your leg open. You're going to hit your head. You're going to do all that stuff. But eventually, as you become more coordinated with your business, the more time you put into it, the more you work on it, the better it's going to get. So again, I appreciate you tuning in to the podcast. I hope you enjoyed today's podcast. I sure did. I'm a little sore still, but I left the gym just about 20 minutes ago, but I feel great. I mean, I feel like $1 million. Going to do some hiking today, get out and enjoy the beautiful weather. I love this time of year. Do me a favor, get on that mailing list. I don't have as many people on the mailing list as I do followers on Facebook or on the podcast. That's going to only help us grow. It's going to help us to let me keep you updated on some of the things that are changing with the business. And I'm going to send an update out tomorrow morning about what's going on with the business and where I am, just so everyone knows. And full disclosure, that's one thing with this podcast. It's complete blank slate. I'm telling you everything I got. I'm not hiding anything from you. If you have any questions, shoot me an email, jeremy@jeremytodd.com. We'll go over that as well. Give me that 5-star review. I'll read it online. Again, thanks for tuning in. This is The Positive Side.